The ancient Romans had a peculiar way of dealing with death row inmates and prisoners of war. They'd dress them up, hand them weapons, and force them to butcher each other in front of cheering crowds. These weren't just random brawls. These were calculated, brutal spectacles designed to entertain an empire. And some fights were so savage, they're still talked about 2,000 years later. It's 107 AD, and Emperor Trajan has just conquered Dacia after years of bloody warfare. To celebrate, he organizes games that'll last 123 straight days. We're not talking about a few gladiators here and there. Trajan brings in 10,000 gladiators to fight in these games. 10,000! The Colosseum is packed daily with Romans screaming for blood, and they're getting exactly what they came for. But one fight stands out above all others. A massive Germanic prisoner named Aloric is brought into the arena. This guy is built like a nightmare. 6.5 feet tall, pure muscle covered in scars from the Dacian Wars. The crowd goes silent when they see him. He's given a gladius and a small shield. His opponent, a retiarius named Castus, a veteran fighter who's already survived 15 matches. Now, the retiarius was a weird gladiator class. No helmet, minimal armor, just a net, a trident, and a dagger. Their whole strategy was speed and distance. Castus was apparently one of the best at this style, and he's staring down this giant barbarian. The fight begins, and Aloric charges immediately. Castus sidesteps and throws his net, but Aloric slashes it mid-air. The crowd erupts. Nobody's ever seen someone react that fast. Castus backs up, gripping his trident with both hands now. Aloric doesn't just fight, he goes berserk. He's swinging his gladius with such force that each strike sends Castus stumbling backward. The veteran tries to use his trident to keep distance, landing several hits. Blood's pouring down the Germanic warrior's body, but he doesn't notice. Castus manages to drive his trident into Aloric's shoulder, pinning him. Aloric grabs the trident shaft and snaps it like a twig. Castus realizes he's completely screwed. Aloric closes the distance in 2 massive strides. What follows is so violent that historical accounts refuse to describe it. Aloric drops his sword and grabs Castus by the throat. He lifts the veteran gladiator completely off the ground. The crowd's roar shifts from excitement to fear or awe. Castus is clawing at Aloric's arm, gasping for air. He hurls Castus across the arena like a sack of grain. Castus slams into the stone wall with a sickening crack. He crumples to the ground, clearly broken. Aloric carves something into the sand. Nobody knows what he wrote. Perhaps Germanic runes. Trajan saw it from his seat and stood up. Standing? That meant something extraordinary. Trajan grants him immediate freedom. Right there, covered in blood, Aloric becomes a free man. The crowd loses their minds. He walks out a free man. Trajan understood spectacle. Aloric volunteers to fight in the games again. Not as a prisoner, but as a professional gladiator. 47 confirmed wins. He never lost a single match. He walks away from it all in 110 AD. People searched for him, but he'd had enough. The fight became legendary through mosaics. Instructors studied his raw aggression. You can't train for pure violence fueled by rage. Fury won against an empire's entertainment. Rome viewed human life as disposable. Even emperors had to acknowledge it. Only the most savage survived.